Well, the meeting happened. I'm on my way back now to rest up for tomorrow's big court date. But I saw them. I saw all my kids. No, not all of them. I only saw 2 of them. But it's a start, you know. The biggest thing I noticed, though, was right off the bat. Well, first of all, she said that she was going to be there by 9. So I got there around 9 o'clock. And she said she was going to be there at 9:15. So I parked my car and I sat. And then I get a text around 9:26. And she's like, "Are you coming?" And I'm like, "I've been sitting here." "Oh, well, we've been here." Come to find out that they'd been there since 9. And they're like, "Well, I thought you would notice the van." And I would have noticed the van, honestly. I just didn't see it. When I got there, I didn't see it because I had gotten there before them. And I was just waiting and waiting. I thought that when they would arrive, they would text me and say, "Hey, we're here." But I guess that's the lack of communication that we have, the breakdown in the communication that we have with each other. So it's broken. The children are hurt right now. I mean, they act like her. I mean, they respond. I mean, the stuff that's about, just like I talk to my son about basketball and about life in general, and about that stuff, there's definitely individuality there. But when it comes to me and my decisions and what I've done to this family, they're all in agreement. It's almost like they hate my guts for it, and I could sense it because my son gave me a good-sized hug, and my daughter, well, she gave me a real token hug that really wasn't a hug at all. And she's hurt. She's hurt that I would step away from my fatherhood role, and that I would go off and become this other person when she doesn't realize that I have so much love to give her. But she's like her mom. Her mom has brainwashed these kids. My wife has brainwashed my kids, just like I feared. They are a spitting image of her in how they view transgenderism and how they view me. They're upset at me. And they act like their mama. I'm hoping that could change, because even when I mention, I'd like to see you guys more often. There's a big date tomorrow at the court, and they just said nothing. And then when it was time to go, of course Cheryl put the brakes on the meeting, of course, after what, it's 10:46, so 9:26, so about an hour and 5 minutes, an hour. And she's like, "Oh, we gotta go. And she was agitated. She sat next to me. We got like smoothies and stuff at McDonald's and sat there and chatted. But they were definitely not, gonna stick around any longer than they would have to. And, that's really sad. It's a really sad state that we're in, because their refusal to accept a transgender parent makes it hard for them to love me. And that's hard to take, because I want to give so much, and they just think of me as this jerk who messed up their lives, But, you know, it's a start that at least were willing to see me. I should count my blessings. Other family members ostracize and push the other family members away forever. These didn't do that. So I saw them and they saw me. My son saw me the first time. My daughter saw me. And we'll just leave it at that for now. You know, there's not much you can do. I just need to get some rest. I need to let my mind kind of settle and not think about things. Although once my lawyer calls me, I'm gonna have to go into court hearing mode. But for tonight, I think I'm just gonna take a break and I'm just gonna veg out, listen to music, watch a movie, do something. But it sure was wonderful to hug my 2 kids. Although the hug that I got from my daughter is memorable, but not in a good way. That hug was so cheesy. It was like, oh yeah, I hope to change that. I hope to win their hearts back. But once I said, you know, the big court hearing, and I don't plan on ripping you guys away from your obligations here, and blah, 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 they were just quiet, you know. They're like, what do I do? What do we do with you? I mean, what good are you to us now? I mean, it's like, you're kind of a waste at this point. And I don't agree with your decisions, and I don't really look up to you anymore, and all that. So I have to change their heart, their feelings towards me, because Cheryl's pretty much trained them not to accept me. Hopefully they will.